Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're looking at a token called 0G. This is a newly launched token. It has yet to launch, of course. Now, as of now, there are already big listings waiting for this token, starting from the Kraken, followed by we have Bitcat, and after that we have like KuCoin, we have Maxi. There is also Get.io, and the biggest one is of course is going to be the Upbit Korea. So the token will be listed on these various exchanges, and I think it will most likely find its way towards Binance, Coinbase, or I think like Bybit is a possibility. Again, I'm not sure, but I think it is highly possible that it will get listed there as well. Now, if we look at what the 0G is, basically it is a zero gravity. It is the first decentralized AI layer 1 chain that basically uses hardware resources such as storage, compute, and software as its data models to handle AI workloads at scale. It bridges the gap between Web2 AI capabilities and Web3 decentralization. Again, this seems like that another AI project that is built around like storage. Now they have like four independent services that solve different pieces of the AI plus blockchain puzzle. The first one is like storage, where to keep the massive AI data sets. So that's, I would say, fairly easy to understand. After that, they have compute, how to run AI models economically. After that, they have chain, where to execute AI transactions quickly. And after that, they have data availability, how to ensure uh, data is always accessible. So they have these different things. Now this is going to be really interesting one. So they do have like these key features and use cases for their different like products. As you can see here, it is like relatively cheaper. It is low gas fees in the OG token, of course. Pay only for what you use. So that means you do need to use 0G token to pay. And after that, they have like economical for high volume TA. So let's see what happens. But overall, it seems like that it is really interesting one. So they have basically like they do explain why the zero gravity. It is because it solves different things such as high cost, slow speed, technical barrier, and platform lock-in. So it solves these different things on using their like zero gravity. Now, in terms of the token itself, it is fairly easy to understand. I couldn't find the exact source of the tokenomics. I did find the article, but it is a bit older. So this is the this is the article from the March of like 2025, where they updated the token like tokenomics. So basically, the token supply at launch will be 1 billion, or the half of the token supply will be like at the launch will be given like 56% will be allocated to support the community and ecosystem growth. So in terms of the ecosystem, they do have a massive ecosystem. As you can see here, over 300 plus projects, 450 plus integrations. So this is a massive like ecosystem that they have going on. So I would say that's a really big deal for them, of course. Now after that, if you look at the token itself, they will give like 28% of the ecosystem. They have AI alignment node as well, like 15%, community rewards like 13%, and there is going to be the core team and early pickers like 22% to like 22% as well. So of course, like 444 million tokens will be given to the team as well as like to the baker. So that is going to be a massive like location. Now they do not mention whether it is a max supply or whether it's the total supply. So I'm thinking that it may have an inflation. Of course, they do need to pay out to the stakers as well. So they have yet to mention that as well, because their document does not mention anything. I looked at it, I couldn't find the exact page for the tokenomics, so it is unclear what is going to happen. And they also do not mention the supply schedule. So it is going to be a bit difficult to like exactly point out how much the price will be at launch. But again, I think that is going to be a better problem. But again, I don't think that it will be that much of a big problem at launch, because I think these like tokens that are given to the backers as well as like the team will most likely be locked for at least 1 year. That is what I'm looking at as of now. I don't see any exact source for that, but I think that is what I can like think of looking at like other tokens tokenomics. Now in terms of like if in terms of like their launch supply, it is going to be somewhere around like 21%, as you can see. They did state that here as well. So that means there will be like 210 million tokens are going to be like available at launch. So if like the token has a market cap of like above 200, that means the price will most likely be higher than $1. If not, if the launch, if the market cap is somewhere in between 150 to 200, the price won't be higher than, I assume, $1. And if it gets like, let's say as high as 500 or even like 400, the price will be above $2, I believe. Now all of that does depend of course on their launch. So if we do see more listings such as Binance, or even if it gets listed on the Coinbase, I think this is going to be a pretty big launch as well. So I'm waiting for that. Again, I think it may take like couple of days before it gets listed on those big exchanges, but I think this upbit listing is going to be like a big one. It will bring a lot of volume to the 0G token. Now to sum it up, I think if it can list, if they can find a listing on the Binance or even let's say Coinbase, this token should have a relatively higher market cap, I would say, because this is an AI token, and as of now it seems like that looking at the exchanges, it should have at least a pretty good launch. So I'm expecting like 200 million to like 400 million like range as of now, but again it can get worse as well since the market is not doing that well. So I think I will give it like 100 to like 400. So if it is in between them, the price may vary, but I think if it can like, if it does launch around 100 million, I think it can push to like 200 million or even like 300 million as a possibility. So let's say that if its starting price is somewhere from 50 cent, I think it can push it to $1 or even slightly above $1. After that it can peak. So that is what I'm looking at. Overall it is a layer 1 and it is a AI framework as well. It should have, I think, higher volume or higher market cap. Let's see. And I think it can also push as high as like possibly as high as 500 million or even higher than that. I'm not sure, but I will make a follow-up video on it as well once it does like come out. Anyways, it's coming today. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching. I will be back with more. Thank you.